Hi everyone, I'm Carissa Kurowski and welcome to A Glow in the Dark. I am doing this video as part of my series on barriers to mental health, and this is number 2, money. So this video is going to go into a little bit about why this might be a barrier and what are some things we can do. Before I get into everything, I want to take a moment to just let you know that first of all, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done in your life, no matter how much you make or don't make, you are worth it, okay? You are worth taking care of. It is worth it to better your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. Don't let anybody convince you that you are not worth taking care of, because you totally are. Now, can we all afford the same care as, say, Kim Kardashian? Probably not. But no matter what your situation, bettering yourself is always worthwhile and priceless. So, some of the reasons that affordability might be an issue. Okay, the first thing I can think of is insurance. Your insurance might not cover mental health. In fact, a lot of insurances don't cover that. It's probably less common. Maybe your employer doesn't offer any free sessions. Maybe the therapist you really need to go see doesn't have a sliding fee scale, or they just charge way too much out of your price range. Maybe you can't even afford the sliding fee scale. So there's a lot of different reasons that a person might not be able to afford therapy. I, of course, would encourage anyone to try and make it happen if possible. If it's between you going out to Starbucks every day and going to therapy that you need, please save up for that instead. Go do that. I used to be notorious for convincing myself that I didn't need it and I wasn't worth spending the money on. So I would always put it off. But I can tell you that actually committing to going and doing those things really, really helped me. And it was worth putting the money out to help myself, because making my health better makes me a better person for other people. I have some notes today. So, what are some resources that are absolutely free that you can use? I have quite a few that I've used over the years, and hopefully this is helpful to you. Obviously, I'm not a professional in health or mental health, so take this as you will. But these are some things that I've found useful for myself, and I hope that if you at least just need to get started on something, this can help you. So first, the internet is a great resource. You can take quizzes to see if maybe you're experiencing some sort of mental health issue. There's a lot of free quizzes out there. You can just look up depression quiz or bipolar quiz. There's lots of stuff out there that are published by reputable organizations. There's tons of blogs that talk about this. I have a blog that talked about mental health. There's a lot of articles from actual therapists and doctors that talk about these issues. You can check out NAMI.org. That's a great one. HHS.gov. That's, I think, Health and Human Services.gov. Mentalhealth.gov. There are suicide hotlines that you can save in your phone for yourself or other people. There's texting hotlines nowadays. In Utah specifically, there's a great app called SafeUT, and it's amazing. You can make anonymous tips. You can text someone for help, and you can call them as well. And I have this on my phone because I work with youth, and just in case it ever happens to where I don't know what to do and I need to refer them somewhere, this is something you can do immediately while the person's with you. YouTube, yay! That's one of the reasons I'm making videos like this, is to help people find resources that are free. So you have channels like mine, you have alternative healing modalities like Reiki, I love Reiki, and I follow Rest and Relaxation Reiki by Lourdes. She is wonderful, and she puts all her videos out for free. There is a cool technique called ASMR, and that's a really neat one to look into. Kind of similar to Reiki, like this healing sort of energy. And of course, guided meditations. You can find these everywhere online. You can find them on YouTube. There are tons and tons of guided meditations. There's a bunch of apps that you can look at as well. Okay, number 2, speaking of meditation, learn meditation. I personally practice Transcendental Meditation. It's not a free technique, but there are free meditation techniques that you can find online that'll give you brief tutorials. And again, you can always do guided meditations as well. So then let's move into kind of like the low cost area. So books, if you want free, you can always check out your library. That's still a resource that's available in every community. You can find cheap books on Amazon or just any book that you think will help you. I've mentioned this before, but one of the best books I ever read was The Depression Cure by Dr. Stephen Ilardi. And there are tons of resources you can find if you just do a little bit of a search of maybe something specifically you're looking for. Another thing to do is get out in nature, take walks, set aside time to do something for yourself, whether that is taking a walk, reading, coloring, writing, hanging out with your pets, just anything that's kind of those self-care activities people talk about. That is always, always helpful. Another tip I have is to reduce TV and social media. This is completely free, but it will cost you a little bit of pain possibly if you're addicted to those things. But I have found, and I'm willing to bet that you and others have found, that the more you're immersed in TV, gaming, social media, the worse you feel. Maybe not, but I feel like most people that I talk to who are very immersed in social media especially, your day quality just decreases the more and more you're on it, because it gets frustrating, and while it can be a great thing to interact with family and friends, it can also be pretty negative. So that's one thing that has helped me a lot, is reducing those things. And then finally, friends and family are probably free. This one can be kind of tough if you have a hard time reaching out. But I would always encourage you to please just try and talk to any friend or family that you think might understand your situation, and just put it out there that you need someone to interact with you or hang out with you, or help you get an appointment, whatever it may be. So this is getting a little long. I'm going to cut it off, but hopefully this is helpful to you. If you liked this video, please remember to subscribe and like the video. Once I get to 100 subscribers, I get to create my own unique channel name. So that is my goal right now. And please share this with someone who's struggling, and let this be a light to other people that are suffering right now. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day. Bye.